What is going on, guys? Vic here from the Anime Weeb, and today I'm back with another idol series since my obsession for cute girls singing cute songs is not falling one bit. During this phase, I discovered 22/7, also known as Nanabun no Nijyuuni. We are gonna go through what the series is about, check out this anime and the game, and look through the current state of this series. As you can see, it is very different from your usual vibrant, colorful idols. Honestly, they look like a group of janitors with their crappy uniform, but you gotta be unique. Am I right? 22/7, also known as Nanabun no Nijyuuni, as I said before because I wanna flex my combo of it, is a series produced by famed music producer Yasushi Akimoto in collaboration with Aniplex and Sony Music Records. Yasushi Akimoto is best known for creating and producing some of Japan's top idol groups, One Young Club and the AKB48 franchise. They made their first announcement in 2016 with the auditions from November 11th to December 24th, and then afterwards the group's name, 22/7, getting revealed with a promo shot of the characters. 22/7, really unique name, isn't it? Imagine naming your idol group after the approximation of pi. Ah well, at least it ain't AKB48, which sounds like a goddamn rifle. Looking at all the characters, they look unique. Especially the third one from the left on the middle. Definitely doesn't look like the protagonist or anything. In 2017, they announced the anime, and in 2018, they released an ONA, The Diary of Our Days, which is on YouTube. It follows all the 8 characters on a 1-minute episode. I really don't know what to gather from this, but it seems to be pretty cool, and it's also animated by Cloverworks, so check it out, I guess. Now, I'm skipping a significant part of their history, as most of it is just them releasing singles and some of their members going on a hiatus. 22's biggest year, in my opinion, came at 2020, where the anime started airing and the game was launched. So we'll be starting off with the anime first. The anime is produced by A1 Pictures, who we don't need to introduce. It started to air around January 11th. The anime starts off with our protagonist, Miyu Takegawa, who is socially awkward. She has a hard time talking with people, and people have a hard time dealing with her. One day, she receives a letter notifying her that she has been chosen as a member of a brand new project. She then goes to a zoo, which was the location given, to meet 7 other girls who were brought in a similar fashion. They then follow this big-ass dude who takes them towards this secret underground facility. Bruh, is this an idol group, or are they gonna be Batman or something? They get introduced to this thing called the Wall, which gives out orders, and they do it. The organization was built around the Wall, and they obey any, and I mean any, orders it gives. Why they do it? Yes. Now, I'm not gonna go in deep into the anime, but I'll tell you what I think about this anime. It's alright. It tries to be unique with its storytelling and with its characters, but what I didn't like about this anime is that majority of the episodes are centered around each character's backstory. Many spend a lot of time with each episode being a backstory fest. They take a lot of time setting up the characters rather than moving along with the plot. Because they spend way too much time on these backstories, I kind of forgot that there is something going on in the present. Not like it matters anyway. Looking at shows like 4 Generations of Love Live or IMAS, they don't spend majority of the episodes delving into each character's backstory, but instead put them in a scenario that we could understand the character better.
But wait, Love Live and IMAS has the same exact format every season, and every other idol show just copy-pasted. 22/7 was being unique.
Hold your horses, let's take a more recent example. A show that aired an year after. Idly Pride. Now, I wanted to make a video out of this anime, so I'm not gonna go in full detail. It's got a premise that is unique in idol shows. It's got multiple groups with different types of music and quote-unquote competition, which we'll get to in a bit. fleshed out characters, and most importantly, it doesn't spend 10 episodes on backstories. They move the plot along well, and they do show flashbacks when it's necessary. That is how you build your idol group, not with some sad flashbacks and gaining cheap sympathy. Okay then, so what about the other episodes that don't focus on this backstory and with some sort of plot? Well, it does decently. Miu's character is pretty interesting, from a girl who became an idol just for the sake of being one to someone that starts to love being an idol. There is some sort of character development, but that is not the case for everyone. But then again, I'm being very nitpicky because there is 7 other characters as well. Oh well, the last episode pretty much concluded the show properly, might as well be done with. Wait, there's an OVA that introduces 3 more characters because the wall said so? What? Yes, there's an OVA which introduces 3 more characters, also known as the Hidden Gems. Gyaru, a boomer, and an enthusiastic airhead, teasing another set of tragic backstories. Oh my god! Another reason why I couldn't enjoy this anime was its core, its music. It's not my cup of tea at all. The dramatic music style is just eh. But then again, most series have that problem of the main group's music not being liked by maybe a minority or a majority of people. To solve that issue, most series have other groups or subunits. For example, in Love Live, there's Aquarius, the main group, which is then divided into subunits with different styles of music. Also, Aquarius' discography has a variety in music as well. Bandori has like 7 bands that you can listen to if you don't like to listen a certain genre. We come back to what I mentioned about Idol Pride. They have 4 groups with very different type of music that you can listen to. Also, the lack of a rival group makes it weird as well. We all know that the idol industry is filled with groups of many types, but this series is presented in a way that no other groups is existent. What that does is that there is no sense of quote-unquote getting to the top, making it harder to get behind the main group. It also adds to the lack of variety of music, as another group provides a different style of music that you can listen to, like Staying Snow in Love Live. Also, the CGI was just abysmal. This is like Love Live School Idol Project bad. Thing is, that was 2013 and this is 2020. How did A1 Pictures even screw this up? The 2D scenes seem to be very well animated, but when the CGI comes in, it's just horrendous to look at. Overall, the show tries to be unique, but falls flat on its face. When the core of the series itself is disinteresting, then it's very hard to retain your audience for your future plans with the project, as it is quite obvious that they were setting up the group throughout the anime for future projects. I did say earlier that the anime was setting up something, but what was it setting up? Well, in May 27, 2020, 22/7 Ongaku no Jikan, the mobile rhythm game for 22/7, was available to the public. Its story was a tie-in to the anime, picking up from where it left off. Now, I don't have a lot of details about the story because it's exclusively in Japanese, but I will tell you guys what I know. Due to an order from the wall, the members of 22/7 are transferred to the same school, Rokubanjo Academy, and we, the player, is a teacher at the school and is a homeroom teacher for the 22/7 class. What? This is giving me Idol Masters vibe, as since the protagonist is the manager, but here we are the sensei. Interesting. That is pretty much all I have for the plot. Whatever happens afterwards, well, I couldn't get what they were saying because I can't read Japanese. Well, let's talk about the game itself. The loading screens might be the worst thing ever. initial download was only like 700 MB, took me over 30 minutes, and you might be thinking,
Haha, shitty internet.
I would have agreed with you, but Banduri Girls Band Party's Japanese version only took me 7 minutes, which was over a gigabyte. Also, the loading screens in between, especially when there is no restart button while you're playing a song, so you have to exit, wait for it to load, navigate through the home screen, and then play the song again, only to get hit by a loading screen, is just pure pain. The gameplay, well, it's just Banduri Girls Band Party. Yup, the same thing with an easier timing window. There is nothing new to the gameplay, sadly. But the game does some things right though. First, the set of cover songs that they have. This might be the biggest draw for this game because it has shit ton of very popular songs as covers. Gurenge, Ignite, songs from the Monogatari series like Renai Circulation, Kimi no Shiranai Monogatari, Kaguya-sama's ending songs from season 1, and more. I pretty much played the game for the cover since I stated earlier I wasn't so enthusiastic about the original songs. Another thing that this game does is its gacha banners. They have these Seiyu gacha banners where you can get high quality JPEGs of the 22/7 cast, yeah boy! Well, even though it doesn't add much to the gameplay, this is a cool addition. Another good addition to this game is its custom beat maps to the song in the game. Players can create beat maps and others can play them if they want an extra challenge, helping in creating more variety in gameplay. But other than that, there wasn't a lot new to this game. Multiplayer was shut down a long time ago due to the lack of a big player base, and because of that, sadly, the game is getting shut down on December of this year. It certainly had potential to be a good game, but the lack of a player base really did kill it. What's even worse is the fact that this year alone, 3 of their seiyus are about to graduate or have graduated from the group. As I stated before, throughout the history of the project, many a times the seiyus went on a hiatus due to quote-unquote undisclosed issues. And maybe because of that, they have barely any singles and never released any albums. Of course, if you want any sort of publicity as a music series, releasing albums and singles are your #1 priority. When Chiharu Hozake, sister of Terakawa Aimi from Banduri, graduated from the project, they still haven't found any other seiyu to take her place, and now 3 other seiyus, Ruri Umino, Mizuha Kuraoka, and Takeda Aina, set to graduate in the following months. To remedy this, they are auditioning for new members for quote-unquote Nananji Chapter 2, but honestly, finding new members for any group and having them in it is kinda tough. We all know how stubborn fans are and how they take time to accept them. We've seen many examples of it. Having to find 4 new members and even harder, and yeah, the fans. It's safe to say that 22/7 is slowly sliding towards its demise as a project. Without the game, they pretty much have nothing to go on, and due to the lack of singles, they don't have much things to put out on sale. Even worse is the fact that they have a lack of popularity even in Japan. But 22/7 did have its benefits. Thanks to this project, we got to know Sally Amaki. If you know, you know.
とりあえず着信だけ入れておきたいと思います。何回流せばいいか。
Thanks to her, slowly but surely audience worldwide are getting to know about 22/7, but honestly, it is a bit too late for it. In my opinion, they should just shut the project down, but I know it kinda sounds mean, but just put it out of its misery. Well, that's pretty much it for Nanabun no Nijyuuni. I hope the series pulls through or they pull the plug on it, even though I might be a bit sad about it because they did try to be unique with different music genres, a different concept, and having big names behind the project, but the project really did fail to get going. I wish the seiyus who are graduating to find success in their future endeavors, and I'm kinda gonna miss the game a bit. Well, that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, if you guys want to talk about anything else, anime or 22/7 or anything, Discord server will be in the description down below. Also, if you guys want to check out my updates and stuff, my Twitter link will be in the description as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay cool, stay safe, and yeah, see you later.